Hello, everybody. It's me, Ray-Kon here. I hope you've all been having a wonderful day. And today we shall be playing some Cardfight Vanguard. Cardfight Area, to be specific, the simulator for online play. Hope you've all been having a great day. So, the reason I'll be doing this, and sorry for the delayed day, I just had to do some side quests today, is because we've had a certain increase of cards that have suddenly appeared for us. And that is upgrades for promo decks. So, the things that we have been able to get upgrades are this little gal for the Divine Sisters for the Divine Sisters for Keter Sanctuary, which is a very nice upgrade, which is a restanding unit in my Vanguard has with Divine Sister in its card name. Then Soul Blast 1, look at the top card of my deck, put it at the bottom deck in any order. It's very neat because when this unit attack is when we do the restand ability. In other words, we get a top deck stacker that works in our favor. Also, the very neat thing of just having an extra 5k power is just very neat. Just 18k plus the booster is just nice. If not, just 18k, just pressuring a bit more. So, like a 10k shield won't be enough to block it. They'll need to drop a 10k shield or a trigger, in other words, for that card to be that. And we also got a grade 1, which is this one, which is a when this unit is placed from hand. If you have with Divine Sister in its card name, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Choose the one unit with Divine Sister in a different card name from this unit with grid less equal to our Vanguard call, so we're going to put the rest of the bottom deck in any order. So no shuffling, that is very neat. That means we can just stack and make sure that our triggers are better stacked. And also we have the last skill, which is a back or rear guard. And when your rear guard with Divine Sister's card name, the same column as this unit attacks, if your Vanguard is greater or greater, that attacking unit gains 5k power. So that's very neat because the Divine Sister that is doing the attack is most likely the one that we're doing the restand ability for. So having this unit in the back row, having in 2 different back rows, means that we are able to restand our units, but also be able to gain that 5k power until the end of the turn. Sure, it's a once per turn, but like in each row, just giving an extra 5k is still very neat. Meaning that, sure, you can boost early, but then the 5k power is still going to be added to the increase. It's very neat. Now for the other deck, because it's 3 decks, this is partially the reason I was a bit late. I was fixing some problems from the stream because I've had some problems with my stream controller. So I had to fix that and I had to go a bit later, and then I had to make the decks a lot later. So that's what happens. So the next card that we got an upgrade is for Dino Dragons. Now for Dino Dragons, it's very like different because the way Dino Dragons have been getting an upgrade is they got a main deck card, like a main deck ride line, so on and so forth, that supports the particular Dino Dragons card. I decided not to run. I decided to just run Spinal Marcus, which is the promo boss monster that we got for Dino Dragons initially. He is it, but the difference between them is not that one's better, way better than the other. Well, one has the triple drive, so yes, it's better. But I just added it because this has the retire potential in him. So that's very neat. And nice is having a bit of control in him. It's very nice. But the card that we got an upgrade is this little guy, because when it's discarded during the right phase, I may call this card to a rearguard circle as rest. If I have a greater, which is my Vanguard is Dino Dragon, I may call this card to rearguard is standing instead of rest. So just a nice card that if we have to discard an extra discard target, then he can basically be called onto the board again. Very neat. Plus, if I get the Dino Dragon, which sadly we don't Gargrex is not a generic ride line for Dino Dragons. It's very specific to Gargrex. So I can't run it, so I'm using the Regalia ride line, which is still a very solid ride line for Dragon Empire. Dragon Empire gets a lot of good stuff. Everybody else just have crumbs. Also, this guy's second ability makes it so if my Vanguard's greater, this unit gains the boost and intercept and can intercept from the back row. Very neat. But also, if your opponent's Vanguard's greater, this unit gains plus 5k power. Just an overall very solid card for Dino Dragons. Just a discard target if we have discard, even for Dragon Empire in general, just a card that you can discard and call to rear if you ever need a body is like, it's incredible. But also, just having the extra boost means that it won't have any problems with dealing with some of our other units that need to be attacking. The example being the Paris Conada, which is our main attacker, which is 10k power. We have the Indian Rush as well. We could have added the other one, but like it doesn't matter. But like, yeah, it works very well. And our emergency attacker, which is Gargrex, which is the reason I'm running him is mostly because emergency attacker, he's on drop. If I don't have any other copies, I can just call this guy. He just works. The Gargrex ride line are actually pretty good for like running in the rear, depending on the resource. The great one has dropped off because, well, we have this one, which is way better. It just shoves its soul and gives an extra 5k power to Vanguard. It's just like way more better when it's retired. Well, this one is still very solid because just a superior call card takes advantage. It's really good. Now for the last deck that we have, give me a second. Let me just a segundo, because then we got a new deck, which is the Putin Schwetzen Wiepelfergen, whatever the heck they are. I'm assuming it's Russian. I do not know which. Point is, these are a workaway archetype that had a very neat ability of a set of 3 grade 1s that all have abilities that basically involve that. This one lets me search a order that I'm missing, the set order, which is this one. Dispatch the 3 Sisters of Cleaning. Or zone during your turn, all your former units gain plus 5 2k power. In other words, if I'm able to get all 4 of these, that's a plus 8k power I can drop to the front row. While 2 of them can search more of the dispatch. And this one is able to gain more pluses depending on dispatch and can distribute her power, which is during your turn. This unit gains plus 5k power. And then this unit cannot be chosen by one card effect. And 3 more if this unit is in the back row, center, column, all your back row rear guards get 5k power. In other words, it's meant to complement the sisters and just give them a bit more power boost. But what the grade 3 does is fairly neat. So this card is also regarded as Weeple. In other words, it can just count as just another copy of this one. So just very neat. So it counts as her own name as also the Weeble, but this also has Vanguard cost. The auto ability of all your recruits puts a Schwarzen in the card name reduced by Counterblast 1. In other words, your set order searcher become free. Yes, this grade 1 and this grade 1 suddenly become free searchers for top 5, which is very good. Yeah, because this one lets me, Moppy lets me search for Brush. Brush lets me search for Weapon, and that means Weapon can search my grade 3, but can also search this Weapon, which is my back row support. And then the Vanguard once per turn attack, which is the attacking ability, is as the about this unit attack, counterblast 1, choose 1 unit with Fish and Swerson in the different card name, up to the number of dispatch 30 sisters cleaning in your order zone, stand them, and increase or decrease their drive to 0 until the end of turn. Now, the reason this is fairly good and why it's very interesting is because that very important term, units. Units is very important because that means I can choose the Vanguard as well, which means that depending on the power boost I'm able to acquire with this ability, it also means for each copy of the set order that I have, which it being a grade 1 set order is like fairly good. Thanks to that little thing in its terms of abilities, that means that for each one, I'll be able to either restand my Vanguard or a rear guard. That means that this is very flexible in terms of formation, meaning I could switch up my triggers to be more front or crit focused. I can do more. I have a draw crit because this needs as many draws as possible in order to make it work. But yeah, that's basically it. Another card that I'm adding as well is the Spotless Kingdom Regalia, and that's mostly because critical triggers are not going to be as important. And when sorters play from your hands, put your top zone, counterblast, call this card to rear guard. Just another unit I can just call, but also it gains the intercept ability, and with the unit boost, if your Vanguard's great or greater, also it can intercept from the back row, so very neat. But also, when the unit boost, if your Vanguard's great or greater, and your order zone has 2 or more set orders, this unit gains 5 compared to the end of battle. Now, the one thing that Brancate has a problem, it does not have a generic right line. While they do have like a right line that's generic enough, it involves running another order in order to make it work. In other words, I'm running Prism right now. I was contemplating running the research right line using the monster, which is the archive support, which means I could just run like some grade 2s that have some decent abilities and so on and so forth. But I decided not to at the moment. Now, right now, something that I am gonna do is I'm gonna switch one of my fluctuate barrages. I'm just gonna have a bunch of like defensive cards just because, just pretty good defense. I'm still contemplating of like throwing away the Regalia to get something else. But basically, yeah, Prison Bright Line because it doesn't really cost as much to use all these abilities. Just this unit plays, I'm able to search. It was either this one or using the what was the name? Abyssal Dark Knight and Abyssal Knight, which is, I forget their name. They're here. Forget. What's your name, you bastard? Which is Orphis. The Orphis, the right line that's being used, which gives me Abyssal Dark Knight. Which the advantage with Abyssal Dark Knight is that I can technically run whichever I want, and since this deck doesn't really use as many resources as any other deck, it doesn't really use Counterblast as much, doesn't really use Soul Blast as much. Like, I could run some of the Abyssal Dark Knights instead. But the advantage on this one is that I only need really the one copy because only one of these cards needs a prison, and after that, I don't really need it. So my second grade two in the right line is basically just the regular old Razit Pink, Ryza Pink, which is just taking cards from my opponents just a bit of control, nothing much, and then I just jump into this play gameplay. Start with a bit. Okay, so another card that I'm gonna be adding to this deck is no by Prima Putti. There we go. Is this one? Just Sounds of Wave is so good. It's just like worth running. Plus, I need all the defense I can. So like, yeah. I am contemplating like running something else here. So let's look at the grade twos. And this is like the first deck I was like finicking around. So I was like, nah, like 100% sure. Another card that's very neat is this Combat Beast, Nayabasamaru. Sadly, he's more war battle roid focused instead of workroid. So this is more of either a blue Death Star or the Nova Grappler style. It's either one or the other, or even I think these guys. Yeah, these guys. See, no, they don't count as battle. Yeah, they don't. They're braver. So yeah, I'm gonna be looking at some of the other grade twos that might have a pretty decent generic ability. Like, there's not many, but like something's gotta be in there, right? That's mostly bases. Because I can add a prison card instead of a generic card. That could be it. So let's just write prison here. And then just look at the grade twos. Let's look at the latest one was in place on rear guard. If your opponent chooses a card, your opponent chooses a card from their drop and imprison in your prison. If two or more in your prison cards are imprisoned in your prison, counterblast one, draw a card. If your vanguard's worth your graded, your opponent's rank cards are imprisoned in the prison. The UK is 5k power. If three or more in prison, it also gets 5k. Pretty sure there's one that gives us a draw as well. When in place on rear guard, enable S3, choose. For hand, they may imprison in prison. If they did not present a card, everyone chooses 2 units from their drop and imprison them in their prison. Then, during your turn, if there are more cards are imprisoned in your prison, these UK's 5k power. That's very okay. Just want to have like something intercept, something do good things. When you do an attack, if you have greater that involves Vanguard, with 0 place on Vanguard, your opponent chooses a card from their drop and imprison in their prison. If they imprison a card, energy blast 3, draw a card. Okay, neat. Then when you're Vanguard with Seraph, nope, that's all you do. And then do you place a region, you may choose one of your opponent's prison card. You choose a card you want to choose in their hand. And nope. When you attack the stand best your opponent can call with a possibility to turn with the retire from a group. When you choose 2 cards from their prison. When your opponent, is there anything my opponent's call something, but you place on rigor for each card of your prison? What does that do? No order. I'm gonna be actively set orders every turn, so that does not matter to me. Place an imprison card at the top of your deck. I think it's the grade 1. It seems to be like, oh, my opponent in prison takes something away from their prison, they lose power. When your opponent in the prison card is placed on rear guard, this unit gains 5k round until the end of turn. In your turn, if 2 or more in prison, this unit. I feel like a bit of control would be better. So if you 2 or more cards in your place, choose an opponent from rear guard and imprison it in your prison. That could be it. Yeah, I think this is the one. He uses Soul Blast, so it's not really a resource that I'm going to be crying over, really. There's not really anything Soul Blast here. So yeah, I think I'm going to be throwing this one away and just having just the extra shield. Well, it's not going to happen as often. Yeah, the power boost and shield boost is not going to be as incredible. But the control aspect, yeah. This is one though. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Go from the draw in prison to prison, or 2 or more opponents card in prison, draw a card. Very neat, but I'm not gonna be getting that bonus a lot. Bench, choose a card from there. 2 or more opponents cards in prison to prison, gets off back your power. Puts a rigor. If you're ordered to prison, you get 5 cards. Any blast to choose one opponent's rigors and prison it in your prison. Actually, this hurt's actually not that bad. Sure, it's an energy blast too, but I'm not really using energy blast. I'm barely using counter blast. I think I want to use soul. That involves my Vanguard being set off. Is there anything else that uses? Attack the Vanguard, so let's say your opponent can call. You're gonna call with your prison ability to the end of your opponent's next turn. So that's something that we do. Which is called. When your opponent will retire from regular battle, the unit attack you. When your opponent returns, the unit gets boost and can do it from the back row. Is there any grade 3s? I got something pretty good here. Maybe play some regular counter blast. Nope. Not doing that. Oh, Vanguard here. Choose one of your opponent's rigors and imprison it in your prison. If you're not imprisoned a card, your opponent chooses a card from their drop and imprison it in their prison. Vanguard rigor with the attacks. If you have 3 or more rigors in your opponent's cards in their prisons, you case 10k power plus 1 drive to the battle. Then it puts this unit into your soul, draw a card. Don't prison it enough to do that, but you place on rigor, your opponent chooses a card from their drop, prison in their prison. If 2 or more, no, this is basically just trying to get the numbers. Not really what I want. The unit battle, Vanguard Sarah. The blitz orders, nope. When the attack hits, everybody chooses a card from their hand and prison it in their prison. It attacks, counterblast, so less 3. No, the choose when opponents from regards and prison in their prison. I think I'm adding the grade 2 actually. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna add. I got a rogue. Anyway, all of them are asking like 2 or more cards. So it's just like not that bad, honestly. Yeah, because when you place last 3, everyone chooses a card from their hand, they may put it into their prison. Soul Blast is not that bad. I'll say 4 of these. Yeah, fuck it. What do I have to lose? Not really much. Let's see. Anything else? Nah, deck space is really tight considering I'm adding these ladies. Anyway, let's just save that deck. Look over the deck I'm trying to do. That is the brand maid. And there it is. So now all I have here is this one. And then going back. Oh, that is dumb. There's no sound. There we go. Confused for a second. Jesus Christ. Anyway. Also, redeems are back up. I think I already said it, but I'm not sure. Okay, I'm going to be hiding the screen for a segundo. Just look at the background. It's a very nice background. It's very, very nice. The capture method is fairly dangerous for my health. Not like I'm afraid of losing the account, but like afraid of losing my account. It's not going to be a lot of work. Like decks and all those things are more of a... I have to have the folder for them than anything, but like, yeah, I don't... If I can help it. Oh, I remember that certain things, the sound thing or highlighter thing that basically says I'm activating a skill doesn't work here. That's kind of sad. Well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the strat basically, because of my time, is basically just one game for each of these decks. I'll try to make him do justice as much as possible, so I'll be trying to read him as much as possible. Just to try to fit all these decks. I'll go second. Okay, good luck. Have fun, buddy. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it takes a bit too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What the heck is this hand? Okay. Keep this one. Actually, keep this one. Send this one. Send this one. Send this one. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. And call this lady here. And then I'll be going first. Draw. So basically, yeah, this is fine discard actually. Don't want to drop. I'll have to drop one of these. So I'm gonna have to be doing this here, just so I can do this. Right. Then, all right. Search my deck for a prison. And then play it right. Reveal it, into and shuffle your deck. Ba ba ba. Then. Wait, what the fuck? Also, so search 3. 1, 2, 2. Oh yeah, there's 3 cards. There we go. And rest it. Then turn it. There we go. Yeah, it's just the best I could do with the amount of space I had. I imagine I could have done the Abyssal Dark Knight part of the deck, but it would mean I would have to throw away one of the Blitz I have. Not the Order, not the Regalis piece, but like, you know, if I can avoid it, I'll avoid it. Then ride. Then 1, 2, 3. Draw. Then wait, no, that's not it. It's this one. Okay, we should look over the hand. Present card from hand. There we go. He did it. It was in order, something they can pick up later. Then I don't have a counterblast here. I might have had to taken it there. Oh well, what can you do? So battle. So next turn I'm going to be like searching orders the entire time. Should have taken a damage basically this turn. No guard, drive check. Critical trigger. I'll take it. Power and crit. Oh, rotovisor. Oh, well, yeah, that's okay. Okay, that's a bit on me. Okay, with this deck, I want to have as much as damage as possible if I do not have the orders in hand. So I can search them. Oh, well, when I get to the Vanguard, that doesn't matter, does it? I only need like one counterblast to start performing skill. Let's see, what do we have here? We only have one. It's a front trigger. He doesn't have it. Oh, right, because he'll have to call it. He can't add it to hand. Okay, that works. That works for me. Only really need the 1 damage. He's activating the set order. Oh, right, the new Novo Grapple Arena Permafrost. Then, when the attack hits, and he blasts 3, draw a card. Okay. No guard, honestly. I'll let him get the draw. I need the damage. He knows it. He blast 3. Draw a card. Here we go. Then my turn. It's stand and draw. He doesn't have anything that's relevant for a discard. So this is when this rests auto abilities of your other rear guards. I can just look for all 4, honestly. That sounds funny as hell. So I'll be dropping this lady here, this lad here, to ride this lady. Let's go. Main phase, then call, then beep beep, and ba ba ba. Skill is -1 counter blast. Look at top 5. You can either search for a wept or a cleaning. Let's see what we can get. Hopefully I can get a cleaning in here. We can get a wept. I'll be getting a wept out of this. Yeah, I'll get a wept. Go to end deck shuffle. Beep. Beep, beep, beep. Then I call this one here. Then look at the top 5. And I choose a cleaning. Then I call another copy of her. Then once more top 5, just makes them free. I got another cleaning. Let's go. Deck shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then call skill of this one. Look at the top 5 cards of my deck. And then choose. Baby, yeah. Won't grab a cleaning. We'll just grab a web. Then activate cleaning. So now the entire turn, all my front row gets plus 2k power. So plus 2 this row. And then call this one here. This ability here. And one or more, this unit gains plus 5k power. Then thanks to the Vanguard's ability, and about this unit attack, kind of let's choose one unit. So my Vanguard's just going to be doing the restand. So battle. So this is 18 to your Vanguard. This is an interesting deck. I like it. 25k. Okay. And about this unit attack, kind of let's choose one of the units with food, puchum, watchum, in different cardinate. In their different cardinate up to the number of dispersions, or zone, send them and increase or decrease their drive to 1. Okay, so I can choose my Vanguard. Okay. So boom, boom, 18k as well. 18k. Then I'm betting on triggers here. So with a boost, 28k. Twin drive, nothing. Draw trigger power and draw. This card's here. So restand with a counterblast 1. Then 0 drive. Swing 25k as well. Drop a trigger, man. Drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it. Drop it, buddy. There we go. That was amazing. Okay. Turn end. Baby, that was fun as hell. That was actually fun as hell. Right now, he only has 1 card in prison. That's fine. He's not probably going to add it. That means next turn, I'll be able to do some... I'll be taking some cards, most likely. I'll probably not. Let's see. This unit gets dispatches to search cleaning, so I don't really need these other gals here. The one thing, I think there was another card that can add the intercept to my units. I gotta remember which one it was. Right now, at the moment, I don't remember, but like, damn. But honestly speaking, this deck is fairly nice. Fairly nice. One thing is, we might need... Actually, no. Activating these 4 ladies here, it was just like, yeah, checking top 5. I found a card. Did top 5. Found another card. Top 5. Found another card. And top 5. Found Persona right for next turn. Let's go. That was amazing. That was honestly amazing. So if I were to run Abyssal... The Abyssal stuff, then I probably run it for the draws, but like the prison's fairly nice. But like, they're more like emergency snaps or whatever. If you're a good different card, did you get the following again? It gets grade +1, so it's a grade 30. When they didn't place on rear guard, choose one of your opponent's rear guards until the end of turn. Once you attack a vanguard, and battles all your opponent's units in the chosen. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. You can pop those ladies. I don't need them. I already have the one I want. Wait, it can choose whichever one? Because that's slightly annoying if he can choose whichever. That means I have to search the other one. 28. Adding about this unit attack. I did a battle. Okay. And no card. So, draw trigger, power. 23k, that's a nice one. Only need 1 damage really with this deck, honestly. It's kind of stupid. 23k, I really need to guard with like the 1 card. So like... Everybody draw a card, choose same number regardless of the number of arenas in your order zone. And stand them. Oh, he can stand that row. Yeah, I have to guard this. So just guard with this. 28k, 33k, 2 to pass. Nothing. Front trigger. Okay. Regardless, he's restanding his row, so this one's going to be smacking me again. He gets to draw and restand the row. That's really good. Also, this one's a booster. That's funny. So this is not a once per turn, so he's able to just keep doing all units with Rotovisor get boost. I find that fairly funny. So he's no 23k to my Vanguard. 38k. Yeah, I'll have to take it. I lost the Blitz. I'm able to guard this last one though. Okay, yeah, that's all he's doing. Okay. Stando, draw, and funny card. Here we come. Draw card. That is a funny card indeed. So now, hey, this little lad here. You don't have protection, right? That's cool. That's cool. Because I'm also going to be doing this. With a Soul Blast 1. Which I'm just going to be throwing a copy of her. Prison. Oh, baby. Then, since there are 2 or more cards in the prison, I get plus 5k power. Because why the heck not, man? Then, this baby. So now, it's plus 4k to my units. To my front row. Oh, yeah, that's really good. Then, this unit's ability, now it can't be chosen. But she gets an extra 5k power as well. And yeah, I have 2 now. So I can now do Vanguard, discard attacks, discard attacks. Vanguard can attack stronger. So yeah, let's just do this. Battle. And just like 22k to your Vanguard. I'm just Nova grappling before you can Nova grapple, Mike. Okay. God, this is so good. 18k. Oh, because that's smart. Then with a boost, 37k. God, I'm having a blast. 33k. Yeah, one more card. 38k. Sweet, sweet. And then choose from another different card after the number dispatcher in your order zone and increase or decrease their drive to -5. So boost 40k to your Vanguard. If I can get a crit, you die. Perfect guard. Yeah, that's the only way he's doing that. So twin drive. Nothing. Nothing. Then restand. Zero drive. So now take the 27 to your Vanguard. 28k. Yep. Basically nearly 30k to your Vanguard. Front trigger. Let's go. And turn end. Sadly, I did not get a persona right for this one. But the thing is, I managed to steal some of their resources. They probably weren't using the Soul Blast, so I think they might use double Soul Blast here. They're using Soul Blast here. Okay. Yep. Choose a card, arena card from your draw damage zone, put it in your hand, put a card from your damage zone in your hand, and put the top card deck into your damage zone. Okay. That's fairly fine. That's funny. I threw an arena to get another arena. Anyway, they have to kill me now. If they don't kill me now, they are screwed. I have to guard as well very fast. Oh, they're doing that. They're doing prison things so they can reduce my power and also get this guy back. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'll probably guard as much as possible. I don't have sentinels. That is a problem here. After this, these ladies sort of just like putter out. They're just there to just get me my stuff, and that's it. So it is possible I should throw like one of these like early on out in the board if I have the counterblast. I didn't have a lot of, which is now being great for me that I don't have a counterblaster stuff. So incarnates this units, energy loss free, rest in arena. 30k. Yeah, this is gonna be dangerous for me. So basically, can be chosen by your opponent's card effects. So basically, just do 28k, and then since there's only 2 more cards, yeah, it's just gonna be a 33k shield. Guarding as much attack as possible because he's gonna restand now like an animal. Because now he has 3 of these. 43k. Vanguard is the most normal attack, so I'll have to take it. Heal trigger, let's go. Power. So now it is 28k to my 23k. So basically, I gotta guard this. Hope he doesn't get any really bad triggers for me. So basically, just guard with this. Extra 5. And then just drop. There we go, 43k. 2 to pass. Hopefully it doesn't get OT. If he gets OT, we die. Nothing? Nothing, we good. Now he gets double restand, which is a problem. I only have 1 card I can card with. So I need another trigger. Hopefully a draw. Draw is very necessary for this deck. For the... I just didn't get a crit, that drive check, man. That was meant to be a crit, but it was not a crit. So now I'm gonna die. He's gonna attack with this one first, obviously. Yeah. Don't got anything. Nothing. I need a heal, but I've been getting heals on damage. So yeah, I'm just done. Yeah, there's my crit. GG. Can't do nothing about that. Leave, save, replay. It was maid versus Rotovisor. And it was sadly a loss. That was fine. Now, let's load a different deck. So now I just go here, go to modified. That was the Rammates. Now, Divine Sisters is the one I'm grabbing. Let's check it's Divine Sisters. It's Divine Sisters. Do I have the Blitz Order I want? I have the Blitz Order I want. Okay. So now, let us see if there's only 2. There's Cadet3 and Ruby. And now we have a Ribo. Ribo it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Head, so they shoot. We'll see. Okay, so we're going to start. So, good luck, have fun. 1, 2, that's Persona, that's not bad. The other names, though. So, bottom, 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 and then 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 1. The rest is triggers. It's purely triggers. And we're dealing with the token thing mechanic. Okay. Okay. Okay, then stand, draw. Discard target. This is not a bad one. Most of them are... I should save it for later. Instead, let's just drop a crit. Screw it. Anyway, get a draw out of that. And this is when this unit roll bonds when we get that ability, so it's fine. So instead, let's do a bit of pressure, shall we? AK. Nice. And then AK. Drive check. Critical. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, yeah. Turn in. We have been blessed. We have been blessed. We have been given the benefit of be rushing early on. And there's the blast. We'll take advantage of this as long as we can. We will do our best. And now they're doing that. Get double token, shoves the soul. Now we're just gonna have to survive. That number's weird. That's probably not gonna happen. Now the blast is just getting bigger. Draw a card. Your turn, your rank is great. All your former unit get plus 5 for every 3 of this unit's gauged. And he has already 3. And which front row is gonna be looking pretty nice. Activated the order. And that gave him a token. It gives him a 4th blast. Meaning front row is gonna be swinging. But like swinging. That means we gotta rush a bit on our end. 15k. No guard, honestly. Front trigger, that's gonna hurt us. Getting the trigger back for myself. Oh, that card would have been nice. Heal trigger, let's go. Power. Guard, baby. There we go. The units come back. Stand and draw. Have a variety of grades here. Not a lot. Not any discard photo as well. When you tap, reveal up to 3 cards with different grades from your hand. So I have a 0, 3, 1, and 2. Yeah, okay. So basically, I gotta drop a trigger. It's gonna hurt a bit, but like I'll have to do it. Then just reveal 1, 2, beep, and beep, 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 beep. So now that I did that, which is rolled upon, reveals on road. Look at the top of the card that shows a grade 1 or less unit from a call to rear deck. If you're not called, you may call this card to rear card. So look at top 5, see what we can call from the grade 1s or low. We have nothing. And this is look at top of the card, shows the 1 grade 1 or less unit from a review call to rear deck. Call this card to rear card. So 3, 4, because I'm calling this little bastard. So I'm going to be calling him here. Then move this unit to the back. Gonna get that boost afterwards. Then... No, not that. Call. Skill activate. We need to place. I have a Vanguard with Divine Sister. And just going to look at top 3 cards of your deck. Shows the 1 grade 3 Divine Sister. Equal to your Vanguard. Call to re and put the rest of the battle deck in any order. So look at top 3. So 3. Divine Sister, please. We got 1. Not a lot, but it's honest work. Honestly, it's the best we could do at this moment. Now I should have called this in the other one. Oh well. With the rest in the bottom. That kind of sucks. Bottom. Bottom. Then battle. 18k rear guard. Nothing. Ah, now you appear, lady. Goddamn. Then beep, beep. 16k to rear. Then turn end. God, I wanted her. She gives me another card out of the deck. And that kind of sucked. Oh, we still got Sound of Wave. Means an extra 5k power to our Vanguard. If your Vanguard's grade less than equal to your Vanguard, this ability can be played while ignoring grade. Could have done that last turn, actually. Although I think this turn I'm going to need it a lot more. Sounds of Wave is just a very good card that lets me just take a bit tempo back to my plays. Sadly, he has 5 Regalis. I gotta really like notice when I should add one card and when I should add another. Okay, for Regalis is really good. Okay, look at the top 5. He managed to find the card he wanted though. So now you can look at top 7. It's just a really good card. That's right. And choose one for your drop and call it to rear. So he called the dragon he wanted. Vanguard ability, I fire more plant. Yep, he has 8 even. Gotta guard that one in particular. So I'm just gonna be doing a bit of this. Actually, that's a minus 5k until the end of turn, and this is when they have a lot of token. Tax your deck card to draw, call to rear. Thinking. Rating, calm the fuck down. You attack this card at 2 plant gates, so your deck will drop it with a 1 blast, call to rear, and if your deck. This is a blast, that's why. 25k, guard with a Vanguard, rear. Don't have anything else that can get a 5k chip. Wait. No. Does this grade 1? It's so annoying. I have to take it. Yeah, I have to take it. Yep. Yep. Grip +1. 28k. I have to guard this bastard, don't I? 25k plus minus 5k. Fuck it. Minus 5k him. So 25k, 25k. I sadly have to sacrifice. It won't be enough regardless to guard fully. 1 to pass, honestly. Yeah, I was just rushed. Thank God. I'll have to take it. Power here. Power here. Ugh. Got to that level. Stand and draw. This lady's ability. Still blast 1. So I can ride just like this. That was annoying to survive. Okay, let's see what we're doing here. Look at the top 7 cards that shows the 2 with the divine scissors in their card name. Choose 1 card from a reveal card, put it into your hand, call the rest of the reveal card to the rear, and put the rest of the bottom of the deck. In other words, this lady's ability. And +1. Look at the top 7 and choose 1 to my hand, and 1 to rear, and 1 to the rest of the bottom. Top 7. Alright, let's see. I have a grade 3 in hand, so I think I'm looking for a grade 2, most likely. That's another grade 3. Shoves this up with you. Actually, wait. One of them gives me draws. Look at top 2. Put a stack them. Gives power. One of these solves my soul problems. The other one does. I already have 1 to soul unit there. So most likely get this grade 3 out. There's 2. So 1 to hand, 1 to field. So this one calls to field. And about the unit attack, if the unit plays over by their Vanguard ability, or stand by your Vanguard ability, puts the unit to control 2 units. And then to hand. And then the rest of the bottom of that, put the rest of your card to reveal the bottom deck in any order. So basically, this one to bottom, this one to bottom, this one to bottom, this one to bottom, this one to bottom. Then I can just call this one here so I can get the extra intercept, and this one can be re-standby ability. So either this one lets me stack though. I'll probably do stacking. So call this one here. Do your turn. You have Vanguard with Divine Sister. This gains plus 5k power. Then this is gonna give me like a boost, power boost in general. So battle. I don't have anything energy blast here that can be done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Draw a card. Kind of worth, yeah. Then this calls another to rear, but it means less card there. Okay. What's on Vanguard's ability? So I'll be doing this attack. Okay, yeah. So with a boost, 21k Vanguard. Plus 10k until the end of the turn. Then if you have 2 or more regards to replace this turn, you get 2 penalty. Yeah, you take damage. Does it get 2? So then this lady's ability. Choose one of your units and it gains plus 5k power. So plus 5k power. Then with a boost, 26k to your Vanguard. That's a trigger you can guard with. And with a boost, Vanguard attack, skill. So blast. Card with Divine Sister and discard it. Choose one of your regards, Divine Sister, stand it, and it gets when the unit attack, the unit gains 5k power until the end of battle for you. And put the unit into your soul, then you turn, so plus a card with the same card as the unit for the cost. Choose 2 of your cards instead. And then this card's ability, consumed by the Vanguard's ability, I can Soul Blast 1. And then what does it do? Look at top card of your deck, put it at the top or bottom of the deck. Put the 1 card top of your deck. Bought. 26k. GG, right? Okay, twin drive. Nothing. Nothing. Okay. Then, also, this lady's ability. Wait, now. This unit gains plus 5k power. If your Vanguard's great to great, that attacking unit gets plus 5k power. And with this unit attacks, skill plus 15k. Uh-huh. 28k. 23k. Okay. There we go. I did what I could. My first outing with the deck. It was fine for what I did, honestly. Don't have Persona right. Sadly did not do this. I just focus on just trying to get more output out of that. What can you do? What can you do? It's better this outing than the deck compared to the last time I did it. That I admit. Now that front row is going to be hitting quite hard. Has 9, so not the 15k to front row. You go to if your rank is over to rear, all the front row rear guards get for 3 rear. That's weird. Okay. So it seems they fucked up the skill. They can only get the plus 5k if they 3-3. Let me check a card as long as I'm not fumbling. If I go with Stats unit card, there's a blast unit token. No, that gets plus 5k. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Gets crit. 28k. It's gonna be trying to strike me down. I don't have a lot to. Oh right, this goes to soul. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's 28k. And then 33k. Card of last one. Draw card. That would have been nice, but like whatever. That is a 30k to me. That means this next attack is gonna be bigger. I'm gonna perfect guard that with, yeah. So this is a 30k, 28k, 33k. Beep beep. Kills itself, but it's gonna get a blast now. It's 33k. This is gonna be perfect guard. This is gonna be tough. That's a unit of blasts. Oh, this is gonna be doing things. Call to one plant, go to rear. Anyway, Frombo is gonna be getting a. Oh wait, so now it's just a 10k boost. This one already. It's up for every 3 cards. So it's a 10k. Yep. Perfect guarded still, sadly. Gonna have to drop one of these, sadly. Lethal. Sadly, did not get. That sucks. That heal would have been great. 35k. Gonna have to see how I do it with here. I gotta block this regardless. Gonna blast. Draw. God, no. GG. Yeah. Save replay. I think I might have had to attack with the Vanguard, honestly. Instead of the rears. I just get nervous and I just do that. Oh well. It's the Divine Sister. D-Sister. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Fuck it. D-Sisters versus... What's the mechanic? Blast, whatever. Soy Blast. And that is another loss, sadly. That is sad. That's sad. Oh well. What can you do? And let's see. What do we got for decks here? Be modified. And we're grabbing the last dead, the promo dinos. So, deck editor. Yep, that's the dinos for you. Hopefully, thanks to when you attack the Vanguard, draw, blah, 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 blah. We don't have a grade 3 restriction. Yeah, we won't have a grade 3 much of restriction except like this guy, but like everything else is kind of active. Hopefully, we can get going first. We can get going first and we can just slap some people here. Rio's just playing something else. That's fine. I'm going to be trying to get Rubel. Honestly, it doesn't seem like it today. We got Simp 6.9. Let's see if they're open for a fight. Is there? I don't see anybody else hiding around here. So we'll see. So we got Rubel and Simp 6.9. There we go. Oh, we're using 15 triggers. That's weird. Wave, yep. That's weird. 3. Oh, the OT. That's why. Then just read. This is the one copy. That's fine. The OT that I'm missing. It's not a once per turn. Fuck it. Dragveta. Give me Dragveta. Fuck it. It'd be funny. Not necessarily what I want, what I need. But it would be funny. So give me promo dino, save. And then go back. And then there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So tails. Okay. Same little. First. Oh, good luck, have fun. That's funny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got the new guy. That's funny. We got multiples of the new guy. Okay. I don't need that many. Your opponent has left the game for some reason. Okay. So I saw a new guy. Decided my opponent decided to leave. That's it. It's kind of weird. Oh well. What can you do? I'd leave, yeah. Don't. Oh, he just. Either he had to leave, or his computer got turned off or something, but oh wait, KTH, this guy. There we go. We do have a game. 2, 3, 4. There we go. So con tails. I'm calling it tails. We ain't taking tails. Heads. Ah shit. First, okay. Good luck. Have fun, buddy. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if they're going first, I'm gonna take advantage of the energy blast. I have like really the one card. And it's not that bad. I do want to see my crits more, so yeah. And okay, that's not bad actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. We're dealing with Leal, most likely. We'll see. Nope, it's Rezile. Alright, so stand and draw. Don't have the best discard target. It shoves Soul, but Soul's not going to be really a issue. And about if you have more rearguards than your opponent's rearguards, we retire this turn. I could be a bit aggressive. I really want to be aggressive. So I'm going to be dropping a heal. Gonna draw. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to be calling this one here, and this is only when I'm about to do the boost. So let's do that because, yeah, I won't get the power boost, but like, screw it, honestly. This one gets 2k power for each of my rear guards. Oh, that's funny. So that's a plus 4k. So I get bonus out of this, screw it. 8k to my opponent's vanguard. 23k. Boost, 20k. Drive check. Got the new guy. Okay, skill of this guy, and about this unit boosted. Bind this unit. Look at top 5 guys that choose the 1 grade 3 or greater Dino Dragon. Put into your hand, shuffle your deck. Really put into your hand, shuffle your deck. So top 5, right? This goes to bind. Now look at the top 5. Grade 2 or greater. Dino Dragon card. So we're getting at this guy. Reveal, put it to hand, deck shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. It's a very neat card to be like, oh yeah, you're missing cards to play. I'm like, yeah, then fine. Sadly won't have the great discard fodder. At least I'll have, yeah, Gargurks was actually pretty nice for a discard fodder. If you just drop him and he can just be called in an emergency where I don't really need the energy blast. Well, no, I already have, yeah, I got Fall Heart. Yeah, I'll just Fall Heart. Sure, yeah. Might as well take advantage while he doesn't have a lot of resources to throw around. Yeah, he's calling call that guy. Are you committing? You're committing? Okay. I see you. I'm also gonna commit. Do not worry. I will do the same thing. Do not worry. 8k, you have killed my man. You have sunk my battleship. That is a 15k. Not guarding it. Critical trigger. Yeah, power. 1 to pass. Sorry, 2. I meant 2. I'm dumb. Alright, that is a stand. And okay. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Okay. And a draw. Oh, that's neat. I got 2 turns of this. Fuck it. Beep. Wait. Keep to hand. Soul Blast. I keep my card, baby. Do not have a card with Regalia in its card name, so this is not gonna get a lot. I just got a free ride. So call this card. This is good for next turn, but I'm probably gonna be spending resources. Discarded a hand. I got Energy Blast, so I'm probably gonna be using that for defense. So instead, I won't be calling things from my drop. So instead, I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Nah. This is fine. 18k to my opponent's Vanguard script. I'll be taking my hit. Drive check. Nah, okay. I do not have more rear guard. Or your opponent's rear guard will retire this turn. It was not retired. So, is it to take a hit? Yeah, that's fine. Anyway, usually Rizals usually try to switch out the board. Like, usually this particular assortment of cards gets rid of. Right now, he doesn't have a lot of resources, but, like, he has the drop zone as a resource. So, like... he will do his best. Ooh, new card revealed. Wait, that's weird. Oh, my notifications. That's why. Yeah, they don't have a lot of resources, so they're just trying to smack me with whatever they can here. So basically, I'm just going to be doing... I'm going to be taking a hit here, and I don't really use Counterblast, so... kill this guy, Counterblast 1. Draw a card. And then I'm going to be dropping this lad here. 20k. Oh, my opponent's Vanguard? I could have guarded with this guy. I'm dumb. This makes it bigger. Okay, yeah. Fuck it. I'm dumb. When this unit attacks, if you have a greater round, you get 5 cards, then it will place on by the ability to get a Vanguard. It was not. It's only going to get a plus 5k. So that's fine. So... yeah, no guard. Damn check. No trigger. Also another copy of this guy. That's kind of sucks. I'm gonna be popping this row, so that's fine. So left type this, you draw a card. It's gonna be less useful. I'll take it. I don't know what I'm gonna do then. Plus 5k. Beep. 1, 2, 3. Draw a card. And then just blocking with... I've been eating a lot of soul actually, so this is fun. Beep beep. Okay, my turn. Stand and draw. And discard this guy. Grade 2's ability is look at the top 7. Choose a grade 2 card from unreal, put into your hand, shuffle your deck. So top 7. And discards here. Look at the top 7 cards. Choose the 1, 2 dragon, call to read and shuffle your deck. So look at top 7 again. Choose the 2 Dino Dragons. So 1 and wait a minute. Oh, neat. I got another one. Neat. And 2. Feel them and then call them to rear. This one here. And then this one here. Deck shuffle, right? 3 and deck shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this card's ability, since he was discarded. I'm able to call him to discard. It's a power boost. It does not get a power boost. It's gonna need a booster. This guy can operate on its own. I need to retire a Dino Dragon rear guard. Build a 1 Dino Dragon from hand, call it to rear guard, and shuffle your deck. I got another Indian Rush, so that's fun. So this can, yeah. These get boost and can use it from the back row. Let's see. Main phase. It's gonna call pop it. Yeah, basically just kill this. Yeah, okay, yeah, I got the formation. So battle. Attack. So blast 1. 20k to your Vanguard. Then retire. Then thanks to his ability, Energy Blast 3. 1, 2, 3. Draw a card. That's very nice. Then when this unit boosts, beep, beep to your Vanguard. 18k, 23k. When they boosted your Vanguard, and your opponent has no regrets in the same column position, you get fucking burned to the burn. Beep, beep. Bloom plus 5k. Then counter blast. Retire a rear guard. Retire Dino Dragon rear guard, draw a card. Then choose a Dino Dragon here. Retire. And that's a 36 to the Vanguard. Twin draw. Critical trigger. Power to here. Crit the Vanguard. Second check. Heal trigger. Power to here. Recover 1 damage. Trigger. Then bind. Look at the top 5 cards that shows a grade 2 or greater Dino Dragon. Hopefully I get, there we go, grade 2 or greater Dino Dragon. So hand, deck shuffle. Call, skill. So blast 1. 40k to the opponent's Vanguard. Regard. Beep. Draw a card. Enter. They did a lot of good pushing there. Although I'm fairly familiar with the Dino Dragon, how it works, especially with Spino Marcus. I've been testing this guy since he came out. He's just a fun guy. The other one's way better because, you know, drive checks. Yeah, more drive checks is always better. But, like, I like Marcus. He's not super clunky. He's actually fairly useful. Just that Gargorex is just better. I like this guy. He's a fun guy. Plus, my hand is riddled with defensive cards. You would not understand. Also, just Belly Gyoko is just an intercept. He's such a cool guy. Honestly, if they can give me like a grade 2 unit that's a Dino Dragon for like ride lines, that is fairly usable, it's just like I use them. Yeah, just guard with this guy. 18k. Tackle your rear, that's a 30k. I can guard with this, that's an 18k, 18k. Regardless, I gotta guard with something else. I can do 15k. Regardless, I gotta drop a 15k. So it's like, So like they already saw crits, so might as well show them the crit again. So guard with this, and then intercept with this. Such a decent ability. This is a really good ability. Just intercept from back row is fairly good if you can take advantage of that back row boost as possible. And discard's just a discard target. It's just like, it's really good. He does have trigger there. Counter charge, put this unit soldier on the turn when the unit attacks. Choose one of your units being attacked. No, that's not it. Just call numbers. Blah, 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 blah. He's getting a crit out of that, so he's pushing me to 4. But he doesn't know the other top card. He's getting a bigger boost now. Plus, this row is fairly weak. He can push me to 5 with that, though. And then, by discard children. Even if he gets another crit, I can survive and I can guard everything else. When your great opponent is attacked, bind this card to you can attack after the battle. If your opponent has 2 or more cards with the same card in position, it gains extra 5k. No guard. Heal trigger. Okay. I can work with that. Okay, damage check. Critical trigger. Okay. Not super great, but I don't really need that much damage, so I can afford like this. Just 38k damage shield here. And then 50k here. Yeah, I can do it. Beep and beep. There we go, 53k. I can guard it with 2 cards, so yeah, it's worth. Now you can just add cards. He has a lot of defensive now. Card on top. Oh, because he's getting the draw out of that. Smart. Okay, stand and draw. That's pretty good, actually. Right. Draw. Then, this guy's ability. Look at top 7. Choose 2 Dino Dragons, which I did fine. Fairly nice Dino Dragon. Skimming through that because that was dangerous. I could have whiffed that, but call this guy here. He's not gonna die if you do retire this unit at the end of that turn. That's at the end of the turn. I can afford that. I'll retire, call something into that row. This guy's gonna live. He's gonna kill himself at the end of turn. Call this. Deck shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Main phase. I have Energy Blast 3, so I can do Gargrex. Actually, I can do this guy. I can do this guy. Wait a minute. This is choose a great theory for a center for a drop. Call it to back row. So I can call. I do have to pop a Dino Dragon. So, what I would recommend for myself is, this guy's a Dino Dragon, so I don't know if I'm going to get the guy I want. So, I could, what other grade 1 that I have that it could be worth? Dino Launcher could give me the soul I need, but I don't really need to spend soul right now. Just Counterblast, get another guy to call. Okay, so I'm going to do this here. I'll probably actually this guy here, this guy here. Yeah, that's a better formation because then I can just excuse myself and just kill this guy. Okay, when the boost, you have no reason to say calm as this unit. He does not, so this unit gains plus 5k power. Since it was called, my Vanguard's a Spino Marcus, so this gets a plus 10k power. Then I can call Planning. Calm down, bitch. There's a grade 1 unit from my back row. And then call That's a back row rear guard. Okay, battle. With a boost. 30k to your vanguard. Tire this is a 30k, so it's still a fairly pretty decent number, but I think he already drew a trigger, so I do want to go as much as ham as possible. So 38k. I want him to spend his resources. 28k, 43k. This is unit boost, this unit attacks. Counterblast 1. Retire him. Draw a card. Then choose a dino dragon card from my hand, call the rear. Call. Retire. And Dragon Vanguard, point to soul. Plus 5k here. $46k. All right. Twin drive. Critical trigger, power and crit here. Second check. Over trigger. Power. Restand. Draw. Then, Spinal Markets attacks. 38k, double crit. This is not a once a return, buddy. I can do it again. The Spinal Marcus. Over trigger. I perfectly planned this. I was actually betting on getting another Dino Dragon card, but like, this works. This fucking works. GG. That was amazing. Leave. Save replay. That was Dino Promo D versus Rezail. And guess what? Our first win of the night, our only win of the night, won. God, that was oh, that was good. That OT just came and it's just like, I know your desire. You want Dino Dragons to kill. Do it. All right. Now, this was my testing of the day. Oh, hey, Schiller, sorry. Sorry, Schiller. Sorry. I thought I had TTS open. I gotta find out how to make it work. I'm very sorry, Schiller. Oh boy, how are you? Hope you're having a wonderful time. I'm very sorry. How are you? Did you have a good day? I've been having a blast here. I've been testing out the promo cards here, and it's been, oh man. The first few games with the other decks with the Divine Sister, I've been awfully sick lately, but as of yesterday, I feel a lot better. Oh man, that's sad to hear. But just obviously it's the same thing I tell all my friends, and yes, as soon as you start feeling like your throat issue or something else, start chugging medicine, or you're gonna feel bad. Like terrible. My sister got sick because she did exactly that. I just told her, did you drink your medicine? Yeah. Did you drink all your medicine? No. Just like, yeah, then that's why you're sick. It's just like, it's always the small thing. You're like, it'll go away. It does. It will kill you. It will fuck you up. But I've been having a decent day here. I think it's pretty good. I managed to finally make TTS work. I've been nauseous for 13 to 15 days in a row. Jesus Christ. You might have something serious. You might have like a chikungunya. That could be it. Or you could just have like a very bad cold. I've had those. Those are the worst. It was When the cold gets you, the cold gets you. It's just, there's no way out of it, man. But then I spat out bullet twice. Okay, yeah, you might need to go to the hospital, kind of. You don't want anything serious. Yeah, God, it's been... Okay. So basically, Leah, you did, and what did it tell you? What, drink medicine or rest? Because, like, bleeding and, like, spitting out blood is not great. Unless it's, like, something involving, like, something like your gums or something. That just means you have to go to the dentist. I have to go to the dentist. I don't like the dentist. Okay. Cardboard. All right. So, how my that test today went. I went to the ER. They gave me medicine. Told me it was something that I can't spell nor say. Guess something. Oh. Oh, right, English, right. Okay, yeah, then yeah, I think I know what it is. Well, yeah, basically you just gotta tough it out in medicine, sadly. There's not much else you can do. Just medicine, a lot of hot food, like soups, lots of liquid. Just the works. Just the good old you having a sick day, drink some soup. That's just the good you're gonna have to do, man. I'm sorry to hear though. I really don't wish. I don't wish to be able to get sick. I'm going to stomach doctor soon. I need for them to call me. Oh, you're already scheduled? Ah, well, okay. But honestly, I'm still sorry, man, that you just have to deal with this. It sucks. Overall, my last week was fairly chaotic. Last week I was like, I was in my college like finals for the semester, and God, I took, what was it that I was, what was the word? I had to work for some, like, not diplomas. It's like not a degree. It's like something that you can now just put in your portfolio. Well, I had that. I had to take like 3 of those online things for like programming, and it was a bit of a GED. I think it was a GED. Yes, it was like an online course I had to take, and then I had to take the test. It was fairly interesting, like learning about it. I learned about cybersecurity. I learned about a bit more of IT. That was interesting, and the basics of like using their programs. But like, Jesus Christ, the lengths on those sons of bitches. The lengths. Like, the first one I took was supposedly like 3 hours. It took about me like 3 hours to like figure out everything working on that program, and that was the shortest one. The other 2 ones were 6-hour works, which honestly speaking, I did not take 6 hours. One of them I took about 4 hours, give or take. Yeah, like sort of 4 hours. But it was mostly because of the length and how like certain things were like set up. The good thing about those is that you technically can't fail them. Okay, you can technically fail them, but you can just keep retrying, like while studying for it, practicing, so on and so forth. Be right back. Gotta take a trash out. That's perfectly fine. I gotta do that tomorrow. So yeah, I just had to do that, and God. All right, so let's look at the tests here first. Ride lines is just the best ride line ever for like generic ride lines. This is just the best. Just Soul Blast to get a card. This guy, yeah. And then Spino Marcus is just like, oh, you have a row? That's very cute. Kill that thing. Die. It does not matter what you have. It will die. You will lose that back row. You will lose that entire row, and you will suffer for it. There's nothing you can do about it. But yeah, that was very nice to do. Spino Marcus is just still solid. Just not triple revive, but like the control aspect of this deck is fairly nice. Honestly speaking, if I can get to locals one of these days, I will try to go to locals and try to run with Spino Marcus. The one thing I do not have is that I really need to get the Fall Heart, but like the prices in the Fall Hearts and like the discard fodders are insane. It's just like you probably have to spend like 120 for a playset. Like even the Stoic ones, and the Stoic ones were not expensive in the beginning. They were like $5 at most. Like at most $5. Now they're like $20 to $30 a pop. So yeah, and I basically need to swipe them from like my team leader in from the Stoic ones, but I really, well, I could do Star Haja. Yeah, I could do that. I'll have to check if I have a copy of Sounds of Wave if I really want to do Star Haja. But Spider Marcus did really well. This guy is a freaking banker of a card, honestly. I feel like I do need like I do get a very good decent of draw, but like I have to be like raw with like how the decks operate. Because how going second is like how I don't really care as much for going second because just Spider Marcus just likes to pop and that's it. But going second works if I want to proc Indian Rush massively and just like get like more draws on his own instead of like needing like Spider Marcus. This is also the fact that last turn I could have just Guard Rex. I have this Guard Rex here just for an emergency. Just an extra Dino Dragon, you know. Fuck it. Heck, as far as I understand, no, but the Full Hearts were kind of clutch. So I really don't want to throw away the Full Hearts. Plus, considering I don't have a very Dino Dragon ride line, I can't 100% rely on the Belly Kia Crow. But God, this guy, the Tormenting Dragon Belly Kia Crow, solid. Freaking solid of a card. This ride line was really good. This deck is really good. Spider Marcus, you still have that. You still that. Hey, man. But yeah, Alcasa looks so fun. Which one was Alcasa? Oh, right. It's the one for the manga. Yeah, it looks very nice. I genuinely have been liking like the artwork they've been doing for manga and just like throwing them in. So good. And I tried out the one for Stoichea. I tried out the Stoichea one. What was its name? I forget. And yeah, I tried Ethani Regarunos. God, it is such a good deck. It is such a good deck. And this is me because I wrote this with like the Mecha Colony Battler stuff. With the Mecha Colony Battler stuff, it was fairly fun. I didn't really win games, but seriously, where's the Amon that they leaked all those months ago? Dude, you're gonna have to wait. Amon is always like in a constant. I think when it, I don't know. Really, I don't know. It would be fun to see him though, since Amon's more like a center line kind of guy. He is a control center line deck. So it's gonna be fairly nice to see him. Because who doesn't love Amon? Who doesn't love the old school boss monsters? Like, I complain every now and then. I whine about like, oh, they're just making another retrain. They're just making a new card into a new one, blah, 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 blah. But like, honestly speaking, yeah, give me those. Those are amazing. Dude, I'm crazy. They're gonna bring back the freaking brawlers for Dragon Empire. I'm just like, I'm crazy, dude. That's it. It's the main cards for like my favorite character in the anime from Naoki Ishida. That's my boy. That's my freaking boy. I'm crazy. I can't wait as soon as they reveal those. I'm testing those day one. I might not be able to stream that day, but I'll be testing them offline if I have to. If I come back like at 9:30 something. God, Big Bang slash Brawler and Big Bang slash Dragon. I'm so my inner now. Honestly speaking, between the Big Bangs and the Eradicator Gauntlet Buster or Tempest Bolt, I would have preferred Eradicators. I prefer Eradicators way more than the Brawlers. But if it gives me Naoki and more like those guards, I'll take it. I'll take it. I do not care. I will be using those guys. It's so good. Oh yeah. My real question is how are they going to deal with the mechanic? Because the mechanic is basically what Vermilion is doing it now. Most likely it won't include the orders because Big Bang only really does retire. It only does attack everything and then like all the other cards like get like power bonuses, or can also add to the like retire or get more power. But if they add also Sky Howl, I'm really wanting to see the new Narukami vans. Dude, I'm crazy about it. I'm crazy about it. I'm surprised we got like as much of a representation as we have. Although to be fair, it's like for Dragon Empire, like if we got representation, it's either like Kagero or Narukami that are really gonna get the standouts. Although I've been happy with what they did with like a Dragon Empire, where it's like we technically don't for Dragon Empire, we technically didn't get like Tachikase stuff, but we technically do have Tachikase stuff because, dude, I'm a big fan of Venatier. Venatier is such a fun deck. This is literally Unga Bunga Great Sword. The Kazari Dragon might even go up even more in price. Probably will. But dude, have you seen the prices for like the discard fodders? The Energy Blaster and the guard ones? Dude, they're like $30 now. You're basically spending money. Dude, these guys are like $30 a pop. You're basically paying for like a split in a set in order to have a playset of these bastards. Like, let me show you TCG player for a second. Let me show you TCG player. Let me show you TCG player. This is insane. Because I look for the Stoichea ones, and like Stoichea is kind of insane with their prices. It's just like Charismation isn't that high. Dude. Stand. I searched the Stoichea one lately because my playset of my garters, my team captain has them, and he's like running around with either Levy Drafts or any other Stoichea deck with the team because I haven't been playing with the team lately in like locals. But like, dude, they are money. Like, let me check the name first. Let's see, for Stoichea, your name of this bastard is... Just write draw. There we go, that's a good deck then. And I remember the name, I don't know why. It's Sea Rumble Brave Shooter. Like, let's give an example. Sea Rumble Brave Shooter. Sea Rumble. Oh, they lowered. Oh, yes, they're crashing, you bastard. They were. Yes, I didn't know. Yes. Okay, let's see. It's gonna be annoying, but like this is better because genuinely speaking, I saw these like lately, and I'm just like, I don't want to spend nearly like $100. I do have an FFR for Darkseid's Gun Recycler. Ooh, neat. Oh, that's neat. Honestly speaking, I'm also sitting. I have some cards that are actually like a higher rarity, or like I have cards with money, but since I basically buy cards just to keep them, God, I don't sell often. I have some cards that are generally just like, oh yeah, they're money, but I just don't sell ever. Because I'm like, but what if one day I want to play that deck, you know? Like, even for like a Miracle Monasterio, and I don't play Lyrical like at all. But like, what if one day I want to play Lyrical? Like, you know, it's like the day comes, and yeah, you know. That is a double rare card. Nope, triple rare. Seems like it. Common, frame rare, triple rare. Give me that shit. Take out the double rare. Let's see how we doing. We got Steam Notice card, $25. Look at this shit, man. $30 on Biscotti. Oh, Brancates actually. That might be a pickup. That might be a pickup. Oh shit. I've never picked up the Fall Hearts. Because they were expensive when they got out, and they're still expensive. But let me check Zamia. Honestly speaking, I might just grab it just so I can build problem. They've been dropping like crazy. Oh, okay. I see. It's meta. It's the meta. It's typical meta. It's typical meta. Yeah, that would do. I own 4 Fall Hearts, but I never ran the deck that would run 4. Yeah, it's that thing. These cards are basically a 4th if you have like a space where you're just like, I don't know, just run something. But like most of the time, you genuinely just don't run the 4 off. You run like other cards. There's also the fact that most of these decks now have like a decent discard fodder. Like the one I show for like Dragon Empire, the new promo card. Like, let me load the deck again. Like even my freaking Dino Dragon deck had a new discard fodder. Obviously speaking, the discard fodder is not meant to work with like Spinal Marcus. It's meant to work with like Guard Dragon, which is like the triple drive variant of the Dino Dragon mechanic. This guy works better with him, but like, yeah, we have a card that just discards, just comes back, or discard does an ability. Like, like sure, like counter. It also depends on like your resource. Like, if you have too much counterblast or energy blast, by the way, I'm stoked to try out the Crow Wind Dragon. Do me both. Do me both. Let's see. Pretty sure he is. That bastard is here. This is fun. Wait, the grade 3s. I'm in the wrong grade. You and me both. But now let's look at Kaza. And then play some Vanguard, so you deck for the 1 Queen's Order card, because why not? You can just search the order, screw it. So this turns you 2 cards instead of 1. Why not? True. When you attack, choose the 1 card from soul. Call to open rear guard. Point Vanguard's great to great. Choose the 2 cards with different card name from among them. When you recall a rear guard with the same unit's ability, you may put that unit into rear guard into soul instead of drop. Ocasio is so good. I like that also we got Direfall support. That's very neat. Also the fact this guy, she doesn't get a shield, so she's kind of useless. She's mostly just like extra attacker, resource lady, you know. You're going to put a rear guard into the soul. Call this card to rear guard. Chose to get rear guard to soul. It's a 5 attack deck. It's most decks are kind of that. It's either a 5 attack deck or like a 4 attack deck, but they got more oomph in them, you know? Venitria does sort of that. Technically speaking, with this deck, it's literally better Barrel Magnus. That's kind of sad, you know? I just think they just wanted to fit a lot more things than they could have normally done, or like comfortably done. If you remember, dude, but nearly everybody runs Orients, man. Like, it would be chill about it. Like, an example of like a deck that doesn't do 5 attacks, but like it feels like it does like 5 attack is like Dino Barada. Dude, this guy just gets really big, gets a triple drive, and if I get 4 more retires, which a lot of the times I can do it like comfortably, because I can call from top of the deck for like a soul blast, a resource I don't use in this deck. I can just like, oh, you have to guard with 3 or more cards at the exact same time. I'm hand ripping you cards. Obviously speaking, this guy does generate the enough power, because if I'm retiring like 4 cards, this guy is a plus 20k, 33k. It's crazy. There's also the fact that I can do 3 attack, I get another superior call. It's crazy. It's so good. I'm so happy. This is the main boss monster where the promo card was meant to run, because it has an entire rivaling of Dino Dragons that can be used, but like, God, it's so good. But I can't wait, man. I was genuinely kind of disappointed with the blood, because honestly speaking, something when this guy was revealed, the original Dragonic Vermilion. When Dragonic Kaiser Vermilion, by the way, Leonard is gonna get it so much better with this new Leonard promo. I've seen it. I've read it, but I have not like internalized it. Let me just check it right now. It's a great one, if I remember correctly. There, it's Whistle of Gratitude Meltisca. When the new plays on Regard, choose a great card with Leonard in its card from your right deck and reveal it. If you reveal the card, you create your Vanguard with Leonard in its card name, 5k shield, 5k shield Snape. And then if your Vanguard with Bandmaster of Blooming Dreams again, or Truman, bind this card. Perform one of the following. Choose a card with the Leonard's card name for your drop, call it to be your card. Or wait. One or cannibals one choose no order or what. What? What? So let's make Leonor. Okay. So it gives you a leader on a board, which is what you want, especially with Bandmaster. Or you can just pick up an order because fuck it, because that's also what you want. Plus, another thing is this feels free because the only cost this is binding itself. You basically guard with this card, get rid of it, and then just do the rest. The most you're paying with this card is a counterblast, and that's if you do the order ability. This is quite literally insane. This feels so free. Wish gets stuff like Meteor Habitat. Yep. Quite literally. It's for a counterblast, that's not a lot. Leonor has counter charge. And let's look at Bandmaster for a second. Let's look at Bandmaster Blooming Dreams Leonor. Oh damn, that's crazy. All your real Leonor economy get boost and grade -1. That's crazy. So basically you can either pivot to a Meteor Habitat or oh no. No. The other target. It doesn't have to be Meteor Habitat. I know the card. I know the card. How about Fun Marching? Basically have a whole field of grade 1s or less. And Fun Marching plus a minus Soul Blast 1. You can give plus 5k to all your grade 1 units. Basically just build it. Just Fun Marching this bitch. Why not? They also have the grade 1 as well that can get a lot of power for each grade 1 or less unit. I know what you're thinking, but considering the basic, I think the card is meant to represent like a versatility and support of like how you want to build this deck. Obviously, you want to build it with like Leonorns. So in consideration with Leonorns and like running this order with a Fun Marching, then my consideration is like Fun Marching, the Leonorns, they're all grade 1s and do that. But if you don't want to do that, you can just run the plant variation of the deck, of the token of variation. Of just like running the 5k, and then you can run the grade 0 order, which is like the if your unit has a 5k power, then you can just give them plus 10k until the end of turn. Because you can do that, and then you can combine it with the grade 1, which is, where is that bastard? The token one, let's see. Like, yeah, you can just run it with Rosa Fairy. Just like, yeah. Just Rosa Fairy, because look at it. When this unit attacks, if you have Vanguard with either Grandfair Leonor in its card and your opponent's Vanguard is greater or greater, choose one of your units in the back row. Increase this unit's power by that unit's attack until the end of that battle. So technically speaking, you can run it with the Grandfias. You can run it with the other Leonors. Run the Rosarian Fairy. And then just make one of your Leonors just really big. And the Rosarian Fairy can just be like, oh, that Leonor in the background looks very neat. It has like a ton of power. Like, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah. That's what I mean. Believe in the blooming buds of tomorrow. Blooming. So... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know. Yep, Rosarian Fairy. Rosarian Fairy, the Leonorns, Blooming Buds of Tomorrow. Wait. Does that bastard gray one choose up to normal order? Okay. It does not grab. Yeah, burrow mushrooms. It generates the soul. Rosarian Famine, Blooming Buds. There's also Harvest Elf, but like. Mm, let's look Bandmaster. Let's analyze Bandmaster for a sec. Harvest Elf becomes a 15k with it. It does become 15k with it. But if you're running like the Harvest Elf strategy, I mean, power does generate here. All your Vanguard with Leonor is going to get boosted +2, create -2. It's unit attack the Vanguard while not boosted. All your back row units with boosted in the current and boosted this unit. Then you get drive +1 to a turn and perform the following. Choose 2 of your back row rear guards, stand them. If your opponent's Vanguard is greater or greater, choose one of your rear guards, stand that unit and they get +10k plus drive +1. Put a card with Leonor in its card name for your rear guard into hand or into soul, and this they also get drive +1. So yeah, it's kind of insane, ain't it? Because with Bandmaster, you can be like, because the thing about Bandmaster is that you can pivot how you want to approach this battle phase. Like on the other hand, you can just be like, give all power to Vanguard and just like restand so your rear guards can hit really big. You can go with that strategy, Leonor, or you can just go with the strategy of like doing the restand plus power. Drive -3 and put a card with Leonor card from your rear guard, put it into your hand. Because we also have this bastard. Use and dress the card name, draw a card. This unit gains use and dress to the end of that fight. Harvest up with buds become 20k. I'm aware. I'm fairly aware. Do not worry. I am. Oh boy. Just watching madness just roll around. Why does Leonord have 24 imps? Like, it got the full bloom. It's got a mask as for some reason. It's got Vivorous. I have a feeling my friend is using a blitz order as a normal order. Which one? Oh, you mean like blooming? You mean tomorrow? The blooming of tomorrow? Yeah, you can't use it like that. You cannot. It's a defensive order. You need 2 units to activate it as well. Which is like, depending on your deck, is like fairly not worth it. But like, depending on the meta, it could be genuinely like a card that can just save your ass. It also makes it so you don't have to invest on the Regalis piece of the wave one. Yeah. Especially since a lot of decks are still like, you know, we still don't. We have a few decks that can do the rewrite mechanic, but like the rewrite mechanic is not like always. So like blooming is not like blooming of tomorrow is not gonna be look crazy. Blooming of tomorrow is like if the meta starts pivoting on like superior writing, which there are decks that do the superior write mechanic. We got Blue Death Star. We have Minerva doesn't do it, I think. I think Chronojet. No, Chronojet doesn't do it. Because Chrono just takes off the stride. It doesn't do a re-ride. But yeah, this is interesting. God, this is so annoying. I've faced this deck before, like not like the fully upgraded one, but like the blooming of Leonore. It's just like it's so annoying because then I've seen the mask as in front of me, and I'm just like, can I do against that? So like, fuck. And it's really insane because this Leonore mask is you don't have to, but if you want, you can just add it and add the Masses card, and that's it. And just have it because fuck it, why not? Why not? No card with Leonore's card from this card hand, so drop shield, great deal, let's go. Call spiritual, never retired. Yeah, I just didn't care. It's just like you can literally just run you can run this Leonore, you can run this Leonore, you can just run these Leonores and just be like, oh yeah, they're just like they're boosters, man. What are you thinking about? And then you can just be like, I can pivot from him to him to him. Because why the fuck not? Like this one just makes all the Leonores usable units. This one can just make it so if I rewrite into something else, I can just get a little more. I can get draw, and then just have the abilities, and then have the restance plus drive, extra drive. This is a superior call from drop if you're missing resources, and also a control. This is the one they're not running though, because it's just like more of the same thing. It's just like, yeah, just run the other three. You can run it for like if you want to do like a full Leonore deck, but they're not shields. So like if you're running like Leonore, you gotta be like in your brain like, yeah, I gotta run like a bunch of shields. But God, like this, like my brain that used to play Mega Colony and I used to run like 12 to 11 grade 3s is just like, this is like very nice ratio on my brain of just like, oh, I just write this. No, I can just pivot to write on this. So yes, I can write on this. God. It's very nice. Anyway, I think Blessing the Flower Buzz is actually the card that my friend was running. Flowering. Press A. Oh, yeah, this one. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, Blessing of the Flowering, but yeah, he's using it correctly. Yeah, it's the one if you have like a 5k base, then you can just make it so they have an extra 10k base, and then they can get a bounce ability. That is really good, especially with the 5ks. Like, we have a bunch of those units with that. We have quite a few units with a 5k base. Not even just in the grade 1s. In the grade 2s as well, we have like 5k base units. Let's see what we're looking for. Like, it can be used on token in order to like just make these guys big. But you don't necessarily have to run token. You can just be like, oh yeah, I'm just running the units with the 5k minus. Really good. Let's see. Can't see anybody here. Wait, where's Harvest? That's weird. Yeah, you're hiding from me. Where the fuck are you? Let's see. This is for a Trio Dragon. Sadly. Hey, Booster, you have Tear Dragon. Oh, neat. Soul Charge. Then you put it Vanguard's great to great. You get 5k power. Neat. Because we have this one. It's a Sky Ruler card, but like it's a 5k. So you can technically just do it there. What else do we have for 5k is between newer units? Just ignore that. Harvest Elf, obviously, just one of the better cards. We got nobody else nearby here. We got this one, which is for Sky Ruler. Funnily enough, Sky Ruler can run it. Because you can run like multiples of these little bastards. They funny little bastard. Have you read the ride line for the new Leonore? It has a ride line. Okay, let's see. Let's see. This is a funny card. If you have a token in the same card in the column, this unit, you get intercept. That's neat. I've not read the new ride line. I did not. I was not aware there was a new ride line. Same column doesn't do anything. There we go. When your Blade Master Blooming unit is placed on Vanguard, if you have a rearguard the same column as this unit, you may call this card to rearguard. At the end of the turn, if your Vanguard is grade 3, you may put this into Soul. So the grade 1 is basically just free rearguard, free Soul. And if you keep rewriting, you just get another free call, free Soul. Why the fuck not? And then I'm assuming, nope. This one, this is rode upon by grade 3 card with leader in its card name. Choose one of your vanguards. Reduce the cost of their original auto ability by counterblast. Why does Leonore get some of the most amazing support I've seen for a named archetype? Eugene doesn't get this treatment. I know I'm reading the wrong cards. I'm just reading the cards. Because this card's still insane. Let's see. You're saying Gracia. Grade 1. Continue to place right. Reveal a Bandmaster Blues Dream Leonore transcend from your right deck and you make a plan token. Why the fuck not? You'd rather use that it gets plus 5k. Why the fuck not? Yeah, because the grade 2 is insane because the grade 2 is a pivot to be like, oh yeah, you can just freaking mind game your opponent and be like, which Leonore you're running. Like, sure, you want Bandmaster. That's the one you want. But you can just fuck your opponent and be like, yeah, fuck it. I'm running the mask. And you can still get bonus of it because why the fuck not? When you place a Vanguard by Racing Wing Corfi, reveal a Bandmaster of Blooming Dreams Leonore Men, which is obviously the grade 3. Call a plant token because why not? It's plant token on place. Wait a minute. Okay, fair. I was contemplating of being like, well, like, what's the reason you wouldn't run this like the Roro one, you know? But then I'm just like, oh wait, this one can just call the plant token wherever, and you're just like, okay, fair. But like this and Roro are not that far off. Well, there's also the fact this one also gets a 5k, so if you're able to call it to rear, it's just like an extra 5k booster to the Leonore you're boosting with this lady. So it's fine, it's fine. But like the calling to any, oh, of course the new Bandmaster makes it so where you don't want to run the Vivace. I mean, yeah, but you still want to run the Vivace just in case you want to do the its full ability. Because sure, you can just be like, it's doing shenanigans. Okay, there we go. Like, I understand you don't want to run like the Vivace, but like if you wanted to like take like full advantage of the ability of like making your other Leonores like have alternative or like getting yeah, I'm seeing your point. Yeah. Basically the one you want to run is like Mascus if you want to run like the Mascus to have like the pivot and abilities, because the advantage of the Mascus is like, oh yeah, you can just choose up to 3 your back or rear guard stand on boost, so you can still apply the boost ability and you also got retire, and then you can yeah, this is just like Leonore, but you could run Viva Assist, make sure you put it into Soul. Yep, you can do it for like having the Leonores in Soul. But like how I would do it, or even write it so you can get bigger numbers. Well, in terms of like if you're using more of the newer stuff or you're like using the Bandmaster package, then I think you want to keep rewriting Bandmaster. But the advantage of the Leonore things is that a lot of the things are just asking for the Leonore name. And even not even for the unison dressing in particular. Like some of them do, but not all of them do. So you can just be like, I could either run the Masques in order if I want to have retire and like a bit of calling from drop. That's very nice. Plus, anyway, this one, if I would like to run it, I would run 4 Bandmasters. I would run either 4 Masques and 2 of this one just so I can have like 10 grade 3s. And we have other cards that it can just search for random grade 3s, so it works out. Like we have that generic grade 1 where you can just search other names, other grade 3s on top deck, as long as they don't have the same name as your Vanguard. I wouldn't run Masques. I would run it just because fuck it. I would run it just because I want to have just a tiny bit of control, and because the advantage that Masques has is that you can pivot. Too many grade 3s is that you need to run. I mean, yeah, but at least my thought process is that I would run 10 grade 3s. And then I would have the method to search out those grade 3s. Is how my thought process is. Because there's the grade 1 there, you can search other copies of cards. How I would do it is I would probably run 10 Bandmasters, 3 of this, and 3 of the other one. Sure, it does mean that you're going to run the Masques order if I want to run this, but the Masques order can search out also the Leonore Masques. So, like, I would, like, 10 Bandmasters? Dude, I run... If my deck gives me grade 3s I can pivot to, whether it's premium or like any other format, and like Leonore, like yeah, I would try it. Like fuck it. Like because if you want to like take advantage of this, like yeah, like fuck it, why not? Why not? It's not the dumbest thing I've done. I'm pretty sure like in like V format, I'm a dumbass who run like 10 grade 3s. But I only ran like 4 of one main grade 3s. I ran 3 of a backup. I ran like I think I run like between 12. I think my magic spot for like grade 3s has been like 11. I don't know. I was seeing where you were getting at. No. I also understand how you're getting at. I know it's a bit too much on my end. But what I see for myself is like Planet Rush Leonore. Yeah, but exactly. That's yeah. I understand your point. But that's the magic of Leonore. You can just pivot on what you want to do. Plus, it's not like I have to keep my Leonores. Again, if I want to do a Bandmaster to Masques, then there is a certain advantage of just using Leonores as discard fodder. Like, it does not matter. It's fun that you can run multiple. Yeah, exactly. That's really fun. Yeah, it's part of the match. It doesn't have like the divine skill anything for. So you make it like, oh yeah, you have to run like this 100%. But like, yeah, you can just run Masques, or you can pivot to Leonore and Tramand, or you can also just use this just to have another name, or just have a draw. Because just Grandmaster's the best one. But like, what if you don't have the draws? Then suddenly, like, Vivace sort of works. Or what if you don't have the other one? Then you can use Masques. Like, fuck it, why not? Plus, the advantage also of pivoting between Masques is that Masques is a superior ride. So technically speaking, if it doesn't look favorable for like the Grandmaster, which is fairly weird that it doesn't, or maybe you just don't have like the energy blast or something, which is fairly weird that it doesn't happen. Because the advantage of this one is that it gets the drive. So it's a triple drive attack, so it's like it's gonna be hitting fairly good, and you can do the restand ability. Like, why not? And the Vivace is when you attack, well, it's not boosted, stand all your boom. But yeah, it's really fun. I see how this when this unit plays by writing from a unit. That's a unit with Lino and a different card. Draw cards you get. It's fairly fun. I think I might do it one of these days. Something I really want to play more is just like a Magnolia. Just like I've played around a bit with Patriarch, but I haven't played with like Patriarch enough. I know the point of Persona Ray is a fairly good mechanic, but the way I'm thinking this and the way I'm like in my brain like perfectly playing this, my thought process is I want to ride other guys. And this is where like Persona Rai is like you can either be like really good with it or like really bad with it. But like honestly speaking, at least with Leonor, my thought process is either you can just go full in on like one of them or you can just pivot onto another one. So like in my brain I'd be like I run like 4 of each one and then like have 2 of this bastard, like why not? This one at least gives me like a draw. It does give me like the triple drive, but at least with this guy, if I ride it, it's just like I have that to pivot. So it's like, you know. But honestly speaking, if I were to like build a deck, I'd probably be like 4 off, most likely, and like have 4 of the order. Like 4 of this, 4 of this. And like maybe 2 of this. If my thought process is like maining this. Molmoy. Who is that guy? Oh yeah. Let's see. When the unit plays on rear guard, choose out the one card with unit's interest ability from your hand. Reveal it. If you reveal a card or vanguard with unit's interest in its card name, counterblast, draw a card. It's soul blast one call plan to the rear. So draw soul blast, pretty neat. So unit's interest. And then with unit attacks, if your vanguard is unit's interest, right? Your opponent's vanguard rates your greater. Choose on your back or for your rear guards, increase this unit attack until the. Okay, so basically, considering how this mechanic is seeming to be working, this is like if you're not running like you can run the token mechanic with this one, but it seems like there's a benefit for not like running the token mechanic with this one. This was really good. Plus, you can also add to your thought process of this one if you're running the, at least from my understanding, the unison dress like advantage means you're gonna be running an extra voice, mostly just to have like an extra lead horn and so on and so forth. So you're basically running it just so you can have like a four more copies of a card with unison gesture. You can proc more abilities. Because what if you don't have a persona right target? Then that means you don't have a unison dress in your hand, meaning that you can't proc this ability. So you're probably gonna be running like 4 of the other one if you want to run this card and be like semi-proficient with it. If not, you're basically trying to run like grade 3 searchers or more of the bandmaster searchers and seeing if you're able to get it. That's gonna be crazy trying to get. Anyway, I think this is where I'm leaving here. I gotta leave. Yeah, you make sure you're front row with stuff like Molmeyer and Brazilian Prairie. Pretty much. But yeah, now I have to go. I really need to nap. I'm tired today. I work. You play Flowering Buzz and you get 3 big monsters. Pretty much. If you basically build it with tokens, yeah, with if you use Flowering Buzz. Or you can just use the marching one I recommended. If you're able to generate, like, have a good night, man. Thanks, man. Later, chiller. Tomorrow I'm just playing an RPG. I'm playing Freedom Wars. It's one of my favorite RPGs as from a long while. Me playing it. It's been a while since I played it, and I really want to complete it this year. So without further ado, let's start raiding somebody. I am kind of tired. Let's see. Astro Black Infinite is still there. We're probably gonna be running Bastra. Oh, neat. Chaos is with Guy Legit. That's neat. Yeah, there's nobody else in the Vanguard category. So let's check category card. Vanguard. Literally no one in the category. Oh well. I've been ready to mess with it a bit. Man, fuck it. Why not? Yeah, it's fine. Anyway, thank you everybody for coming. I'll see you guys later. Tomorrow we're playing RPGs. I'll have more time for stream, so that's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna rest up and see you guys later. Bye-bye.
People said that... Hi, Ray-Kon. It's been a long time since I last saw you, I believe. Right? Welcome in, Raiders. Yeah. What can we get a... I'm doing great. Honestly. Oh, hold on.